welcome to another episode of Open Chair. I'm the OG Barber Ron, and that's my co-host, the OG Barber Troy.
Good evening, good evening.
And we got a special guest, Sean. I just say Sean from Philly / Jersey. And the topic today, we just talking about, his brother, he's single. We're talking about dating over the age of 40, and what are you looking for in a woman now? You're 40 years old, you're single, you're dating. So Sean, go on, tell us about a little something.
Well, peace to everybody out there in the world there listening, checking in with us. So dating in your 40s, oh man, is that in LA? You know what I mean? Is it specified? Because it might be different in LA.
No,
LA a different animal.
I think dating in your 40s, no matter where you at, you still have that same type of what you want out of a woman. I don't care where you at on the planet.
Right.
You feel me? It's a certain type of woman at this age is what you're looking for.
Right.
So, just tell the viewers a few little words about that.
Well, I think at this point in life, in your 40s and me particular, and a few other dudes that I know, we're looking for somebody who got a good head on their shoulders, is a critical thinker, is not just doing stuff just because the news told her or her girlfriends told her, like an independent thinker, but also someone who's nice, giving, is charitable, has those good qualities, and just overall has a good quality person, you know what I mean? Like has good values. Because without values, things they could go left real quick. Mm-hmm. So like somebody who, for lack of a better term, is raised right.
Right.
At this point, you ought to know how that person, kind of gets down in life. Mm-hmm. Or, how they was raised, what kind of values they have. And that might spill over into the relationship.
How would you determine that when you first meet them? I mean,
that's
what are you looking for?
That's a good question.
First of all, the areas that you go and date in, what's the areas that you go? Do you go to say plays or jazz, jazz concerts?
Online dating?
Online dating?
Church?
It's been, especially since COVID, it's been online dating.
Okay.
It's been online. Because that was the easiest. Like if you work, if you work a lot, you might not be able to get out of all the events.
Now, will you exclusively date only professional women or it doesn't matter?
No, I would say I wouldn't exclusively date only professional women, but I would definitely look for, what kind of things they do in life. If that coincides with what I want in life, maybe my interests, maybe we have a similar drive.
We talked about this off camera. If you met a woman and she worked at Arby's, McDonald's or something, she flipping burgers.
Right.
Say she's 50 years old, flipping burgers.
Right.
Would you still date her?
I mean, I would like to see maybe if she has a plan for, excelling at Arby's or maybe she's in school part-time.
Yeah, maybe she's
at
just
50
looking for
years old,
something
she's
to
in school
do.
part-time. Okay.
Hey,
Right.
It's never too late to get your education. I'm with you, brother.
So,
Sean.
look,
It's never
some
too late
people
to
in
get
life,
your
you know
education.
what I'm saying, that's where they at.
Okay.
Somebody might look at me, but that's where you at. No. I'm not dating you.
I'm not asking nobody else. I'm asking you right now. If you came inside of Subway,
It sounds like Brother Sean here is honoring the dignity of a person's process, because we're all going through a process, and you're honoring the dignity of the dignity of the process.
I understand that, Troy, and I agree with that if she was 20. But at 50, you would expect for her to have some levels of accomplishment at 50. You feel me? Yeah. Maybe at 20, we both 20, we starting out in life. You working at Arby's, I'm working at McDonald's.
Right.
But we have a plan to go somewhere further than just that. We're not going to settle for that. And to me, her profession does not devalue her. It's just where you at in life.
Right.
I need somebody that's going to level up to where I'm at. You feel me? Or higher. I don't pick low. I pick high. I mean, I'm just going to keep it real with you, big dog. I pick high because I want her to have something to offer other than just the obvious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we go out on trips because she can't financially afford to pay that if she's working at Arby's, especially living in L.A.
I mean,
Well, that's why the brother
wage.
said, depending where you are, because L.A. is very expensive. L.A. is a different beast,
She might be
especially
making
coming from the East Coast.
6 figures.
She might be
flipping a
making 6
burger?
figures at 6
Okay.
figures. She might be working there 20, 30 years.
It might
Okay.
be. It might be
Right.
something.
Okay.
It might be something to do. It might be something to do.
Listen, put it this way. I'm not going to automatically count her out just because I see her working at Arby's. Like, I'm not saying I would just be like, okay, cool, I don't care what you're doing in life, I would say I would want to talk first. Like if there was an interest, just right off the top, maybe I like the way she look or something, and we start talking, like, wow, she's really intelligent. You know, I would totally count her out, but I would, you know,
What can she bring to the table working at?
dinner every night, cheeseburgers, roast beef sandwiches, onion rings.
Okay.
I hear you, brother Sean. No, I hear you because you want to have a conversation first. Find out where the person.
Right.
Sometimes you just want intelligent conversation. You never know why a person's there. There might be a good reason why she's there. It might be a good reason why she's there. You never know.
Right.
It's to me where I'm at. It's certain levels of accomplishments I expect a person to have at certain age groups. Now, I wouldn't expect a 20-year-old to be with a PhD or you know, own a home or have some things that they have accomplished at 20. But at 50, I'm gonna have to ask you, what was you doing in your life for you to still be
having
here?
fun, enjoying her life?
Yeah,
maybe she lived in the moment.
You pay the price.
What price is that?
When you get a certain age, when I get 55, I want to be in a position to retire if I want to. I want that option. I don't want to have to grind like that. I'm just speaking on Ron. Okay. I don't want to have to grind like that. I want to choose. If I choose, hey, you know what? I don't want to go to work today. My finances are straight enough to allow me to do that. But if I enjoyed all that time and at 50-something now I'm paying the price, you pay the price if you don't do nothing when you're young. Because I tell my son this shit all the time. I said, look, man, you go hard while you're young, and then when you get older, you can enjoy some of the things. Right. You feel me? If you don't prepare to succeed, you're preparing to fail. That's period. Right. Now, I'm not saying money is everything, but man, it's most of it.
I say that because, you know, some people can block their blessings at the same time. I've met women with all the accomplishments, and they wasn't working.
And a lot of them, they're lonely. They got the career woman, they've got the money, but they're lonely.
A lot of them are lonely,
and they're looking for somebody who I want you to have so much money, have so many accomplishments by this age.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people personally. Went to school with them. They've got the career, and they're looking for somebody with the same thing. I'll try to explain to them when companies merge, they don't look for somebody with the same thing. They look for something they don't have. Because you have the same thing I got, you have duplication. Well, they don't want duplication. We don't need two of everything.
We need two incomes.
But you look for somebody that has what you don't have.
We need two incomes.
You look for somebody who has what you don't have. That can compliment you.
Yeah, I ain't got no money. I ain't got money.
Now, if I'm peanut butter and you're jelly, hey, we go good together. I don't want two peanut butters. I don't want two jellies. If I'm peanut butter, I want some jelly. Give me something I don't have.
Well, look.
I feel you, man. Like,
I don't feel that.
Well, hey.
You know, man, I'm Tito.
I mean,
being out here in California, if you don't mess around, boy, you'll be up under one of these boxes.
California is a different beast. Oh, our clock isn't on down there.
The freeway. Talk about it don't matter.
Yeah,
it do matter.
Well, no,
cash matter, man. Try to do something without some money.
In Southern California,
let's see how happy
Sean made a good point. Depending on where you are, Southern California is a very different beast because you pay for the sunshine out here. This sunshine is very expensive. Man. It's very expensive.
Everything got some geography got something to do with it with dating. Depending on where they live at. I knew women on the dating app that would be like, where you live at.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. If I was my age now dating, she'd have a better chance of getting on the moon.
Well, see,
than me hooking my wagon to it.
I come from a different school of thought because at this age, I'm 58. I'm single. At this stage, I'm not looking to build with somebody. I'm looking for a companionship. Somebody to go out to eat with, somebody to talk to, somebody to enjoy a movie with.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm a happy grandparent.
On that part right there, you talking about situation when you burn up Russia.
Oh, this is inside joke for me, Ron. That's what Rocky hold together right now. We'll go into that story a little bit later.
But let's check this out. See all of y'all doing PR. I ain't doing PR. I'm shooting straight from the hip. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. The places I like to go, I like to do nice things. I like to go nice places. I'm gonna go that place by myself because that's just who I am.
Right.
If I have a woman, either she gonna add to me or she gonna take away from me. Either she gonna be a liability or she gonna be
An asset.
An asset. Period. One or the other one. Now, when you look at it, you say, okay, you want a woman to say, hey, Sean, I booked us a trip to Acapulco, Mexico.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You just bring your bags and come on, let's go. Not that I want you to take me out. I want you to pay for it.
Can you pick me up from Arby's first?
Yeah.
Well,
I got some leftover Arby's.
Now, Ron made a point. He likes to go
No
to nice
shade.
places.
If you have Arby's now, no shade. It's no shade.
Well, if you like to go to nice places, and she likes, and she can afford to go to nice places, that's good. That way, she's used to you're on the same level, so to speak. You're on the same level. So if you take her out 3 times to say Houston's, she can take you out the 4th time.
Yeah.
And it's not a problem.
Yeah.
That's why I can go with you there.
Yeah.
Because you have some kind of value system. I enjoy intelligent conversation. That's a big asset.
I enjoy nice meals and nice
yeah.
restaurants, hotels.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy those things. See, I guess
No, I feel you.
my
At
thing,
this
my
age,
thing is right here. Once you done grind so hard as a youngster, and you reach the level of accomplishment, you don't want to put yourself in a position where somebody can come along and possibly take what you have or ride off you in some form. Not bring nothing to the table.
I'm not looking to take care of anybody or sponsor anybody.
No,
if you can take care of you, I can take care of me.
Yes, that's what I'm talking
Being
about.
together, we take care of each other. I don't need you to support me. You don't need me to support you.
Right.
We can have fun together. We can do things.
Right. And maybe she could do that on Arby's budget.
We had a
Maybe she could do that.
conversation. Me and Troy had a conversation. He told me, Troy, you want to tell a story? He said a lady called him and asked him out, but she wanted him to pay for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
See, you can't. That pisses me off. You can't spend my money.
Wait, but I thought you said it didn't matter, Troy.
No. So you can't. I can spend my money, but you can't. If I ask you out, it's on me. If I say, hey,
She don't have it, Troy. She
but
don't have
if
it.
you
But she
ask
wanna
me,
go out.
if you ask me out, I'm expecting. If you ask me out,
Troy,
that's
she
on
don't
you.
have it. You said it don't matter. She don't have it. She don't have it. She
No,
wants you to take her out.
so
I'm not surprised.
You can invite me over to your home. You might be able to entertain me at your house. I can't cook a nice meal, watch a nice movie, get a nice home theater system. I can go with that. You don't have to take me out. We can do it like that.
Well, you got to have some accomplishments to be able to do that, Troy.
Hey, look. I had this woman. She was we went out to eat. She got food after she was done eating. She got food for her kids and lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like dinner later on after the shift was over.
Yeah.
I was like,
Can I get it? No.
What else can
she,
I get?
She didn't want it to go pack. She wanted us to go meet a whole other bill to take home.
But you know what?
I'm not surprised.
A lot of time when you have those women who have small accomplishments, they have the biggest expectation
They
out
want
of the
nickel and
person. They have the biggest expectation out of the person that you are. They want more out of you than what they're willing to give to you.
Yeah.
You ever? I didn't know the guy Kevin Samuels. I had never even heard of him until he died.
Yeah.
Right. And I just happened to go on the net and just check out some of his little clips. And he had some funny stuff.
Oh, he has great points.
He was
Great points.
straightforward with a lot of the women.
Yeah.
Some people loved him and some people hated him. But when I listened to him, I said, you know what? He's brutally honest, but it's true. It's just straight
Most
true.
people
with
can't
some of the
handle
stuff
the
he says.
truth. Most people
Yeah.
can't handle the truth. Men and women can't handle the truth.
He had this one lady, she had all these expectations out of a man, but she had nothing to bring. He said, well, wait a minute, baby, you don't have nothing. You want a man making 6 figures and you don't have nothing? I think I forgot what she was working at.
A man making 6 figures is not looking for a woman like you. He told
Yes.
that. He's like, you by her own admission, she's like a 5 or a 6. She's like, I'm a 5 or a 6. If I get dialed up, I'm like, I might be a 6 or a 7. I got 2 kids, my 2 baby daddies. He explained to a lady with a man making 6 figures, and he's not looking for you. That's why you don't know any.
Right.
You don't even know where to look for a man like that.
Right, that's true. Now, let me ask you a question, though, Sean. So you meet a young lady. What's the age cutoff? I mean, what's the highest you go? What's the lowest you'll go?
Hey, I used to have this thing where if you old enough to be my daughter, it can't work.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So lowest. So if you say if you 40, right? Most what's the acceptable point to have a kid? 18, 17.
No, I think to me, a woman should stop having a kid when she gets about maybe 34.
I'm gonna say this:
Well, she
women
can't
should
be-
stop having kids when their kids start having kids. You should not be having babies when your kids are having babies.
Right. look, a woman can be 10 or 15 years younger than me. Like, if it's past 15 years, nah. Because that means she's old enough to be my daughter. That gets weird.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. You know, if I was a single man, I'm 53, so I'll say 40 would be my cutoff. I would want to go low. No, she got to have some form,
that makes sense,
some experiences in life, so you can vibrate on a different frequency. But she never had no experiences in life. She won't be able to understand the things that you have been through and see the world the way you see it. You feel me? We talked about it off camera. Okay, when you was 20, you had a total different set of standards for women than you have right now. You feel me? It's just period. All of us.
Yeah, it's human nature.
At 20, we didn't have standards.
Well, you know, I
We
mean,
didn't have standards at 20.
You should have had some standards.
yeah, I was on
Come on,
dimes.
fellas.
You know, I'm willing to work with any attitude. You know,
Yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
take to get what I need to get.
You're more tolerant.
Yes.
Yeah, you're more tolerant.
But now, at this point, it's a little different. I'm looking for different levels of vibration out of women. You know what I mean?
Definitely high vibration. I want to say this. Don't sleep on the 40s. Women in their 40s, there's a lot of good women in their 40s, bro.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, their careers is where they at. They mentally, they where they at. They've been working on themselves all this time. Some dudes is like, you know.
Well, some dudes get intimidated by women that are
Exactly,
successful.
exactly.
Because they ain't bringing nothing to the table, so they get intimidated.
And they had some, you find the right woman with the right understanding at that age, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Would you date outside of your race?
I have before.
What color was it? What race?
Spanish.
Oh, Mexican?
They wasn't Mexican, but Spanish. But
Okay, what kind of Spanish was they?
Dominican.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's closer to
Yeah,
us.
I mean,
How
at
did you
this
like
point,
that?
I probably.
How long did the relationship last?
It's not long.
Okay. What differences did you guys have?
It was some cultural differences. Like, I think she made it a point to always like make this distinction. Like, well, black people do this, black people do that, and you know what I'm saying. I can't sit around and be like, just listen to somebody saying,
Yeah,
"Dude,
I
black
can't be
people do
defending
this,
race all the
black
time.
people do that." Like, come on. And
First of all, black people do everything. Everybody does everything. Every race does everything.
right? It just too much of that. And then like, she was. I think she was fascinated with black people. You know what I'm saying? So, she always talk about Martin Luther King and all that.
Oh,
and
she
all
had
that.
just had a fetish for black men.
Yeah.
Probably
I
what
mean,
it
but
is.
it's probably
But you know,
I
I'm
mean,
tell you
like,
something. You
like
have
a
a lot of races, man. They can be racist and they just have a fetish for black men.
Yeah.
You know,
It
I
happens
give
every
this
day.
scenario. I get this scenario all the time. I had a pit bull, right? Doesn't mean I didn't like other pit bulls. I just like my pit bull.
Right.
I didn't like pit bulls. I just like mine. And a lot of white people like that, and a lot of other races like that. They just like that Negro. They don't like other Negroes. I just like him.
I just like the one I got.
Yeah, I just like him.
like the one I got.
I got him trained the way I like him, or
Yeah,
her,
exactly.
or whatever the case may
Exactly.
be. But I don't like the rest of them.
Exactly.
You know. So I think that when you dating outside of the race, you got to take all that in consideration. It's two different cultures.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then a lot of our culture has been so misrepresented to the point where they just think that we all are like certain type of behavior. They think, look, the other day, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, to say the other day, the lady came here and she had a little mixed little boy, right? The grandma brung all white. The grandma all white. So I'm cutting the little boy hair. You know, little boy is crying and everything, right? You know what she told the little boy? I can get you some chicken. You want some chicken? Then I looked at her.
Ron,
Then she
no, she
switched.
didn't.
I put
No.
that on everything, Troy.
Ron, no, she
Look,
didn't.
she said, I can get you some chicken. And I said, I just looked at her, right? And then she said, some chicken nuggets. She switched it up and said chicken nuggets.
It made it better.
You know?
She had to smooth it out.
Yeah,
And some watermelon, and some watermelon for dessert. Maybe. And some
Chicken
watermelon.
nuggets to throw that in.
She switched it up and said some chicken nuggets. Because I looked, I was like, that.
She was quick on her feet thinking. I
Yeah, I was okay. Chicken nuggets. Okay, got a little twist to it. But the reason I'm saying that, a lot of times, when you have two cultures merging together, one culture has to submit to the other culture. That's just period. Either you're going to submit to her culture or she's going to submit to your culture.
I'm going to disagree.
How's that?
For this reason, if I'm of one culture and you're another culture, I look forward to experience. I'm going to share my culture with you. You're going to share your culture with me. I'm going to now have my culture and your culture, and you'll have yours and mine. We'll share.
One culture's going to dominate, though, Troy.
Not necessarily. Doesn't have to.
I had
Doesn't
a
have to. Doesn't
barber
have
in
to.
here, right?
Does not have to.
He had a mixed little kid, right? Wife from El Salvador, one of the Spanish-speaking countries, right, South America. And he was trying to raise his kid pro-black. He's from Louisiana. He was trying to raise his kid pro-black. And I told him, I said, look, Reg, I said, man, his mama's Spanish, Mexican, man. I mean, he eat Mexican food and shit. I said, man, he got some of her in him too. He wanted to be. I said, if you wanted a pro-black baby, should have got a black woman.
So, like, if you're biracial, bicultural, you should know both your cultures.
That's why I was trying to tell him. I said, man, it's unfair to him. His mama is not black, so you can't make him be pro-black. He ain't gonna be able to understand that because he's sucking on Mexican breast milk. So he has an emotional connection to them too.
Yeah, he's going.
If you wanted a pro-black baby, you should have got a black woman.
Right. If it was that important to you.
Yes.
If that was that important, you should have.
You can't turn him into something.
Make him something that he's not. Yeah,
he's not. He's in the middle.
He might grow up and be like, I'm more, my Spanish side.
A lot of times when you have mixed kids, they normally revert back to one when they're rejected from the other one. Yeah. You feel me? Like, I know I got a relative that was like that.
Whoever they rejected from, they go to the other side.
Yeah, he was rejected by the white, then he had to come on back to the black. When he got back to about in the 6th grade, he could realize that there was a difference in the treatment. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? At first, he was just, white, rock and roll, this and this and that.
He learned quick. Yeah.
When you got in the 6th grade, you can kind of, by the time a kid get to the 6th grade, they can see the world the way that they see them. Yeah. You feel me? You can man, that's a difference in treatment. I did the exact same thing, and I got punished, but Billy did it. He didn't get nothing happen to him.
Especially here in America. Worldwide, but especially here in America.
Nothing happened to him. I don't know why we got all on this. Well, let's get back to dating. Yeah. Let's get back to dating.
That could be a result of dating.
But the thing is, race you have to put races in every aspect of society. Yeah. That's why no matter what subject you talk about, it always comes down to race. Especially because when you have institutionalized racism in countries like America, it's in every part of our society. Mm-hmm. So it has to come up. Whether it be housing, job, education,
sex,
relationships, exactly. Race comes up because of the stereotypes and the misinformation given everybody about African American people.
Now, let me ask you this, Sean. Yeah. Okay. Would you date a woman that used to be with women, but now she's with men? She used to be a lesbian. Now she back with men.
I dated somebody before that they used to date women. Mm-hmm. And I found out about it, and at the time I was like, "What? You ain't telling me this." I'm probably a little bit more lenient with that now. Like, you
gotten older, you understand.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I would have a serious conversation with it. Like, is that your preference, or like what's
were you just experimenting?
What's the deal? Yeah, because you seriously dating somebody, you want to know, if they really like another gender, you really want to know. So I didn't accept it at the time, and I kind of I got attitude. I was just like, stay back. Mm-hmm. And, and most dudes was like, dude, y'all could have had this, that, y'all could have did this.
Okay,
this
when dudes say that, it's like it's not a serious relationship. You talking about if I'm trying to build something with this woman, I want to know exactly what I'm getting into and what you have been exposed to. Me personally. You feel me?
Are we talking about dating or trying to find a life partner?
Well, we're talking about in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. In a serious relationship.
And that's part of the reason why I didn't accept it, because I didn't accept it more because I'm just finding this out. I felt like everybody else knew except me. So it was just like, now I saw the world different. When I go out with her, she see her friends. Now it's different.
Now, when you asked her or confronted her, what did she say? I mean, how did she?
She said, "I like you now." I can't speak for what I just in general. I like you now. I liked the woman before.
Damn.
And I was just like,
I got quiet on that.
I mean, I can understand that because, like I said, I've dated a woman who was, I didn't know at the time when I was trying to date her that she was, I guess, bisexual. Because I'm shooting my A game and I'm getting nowhere. Then she's finally told me, like, Troy, it wasn't you, it was me. I wasn't the women at the time. So because she called me out of the blue one day, and I was like, shocked. We got together, and she told me, well, I thought, why are you calling me now? I tried, I guess I shot you my best shot 2 years ago. I was in the women then. I was experimenting.
To me, when a woman or man is unstable like that, I don't know if I can invest any real time with that person. To me, I'm speaking
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Ron.
yeah.
Well,
Because when a person would tell me that I used to be with them, I'm against all that shit. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't mess
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
gay shit. I don't give a damn. I don't mess with gay shit, right?
No,
you know,
no.
Well, then
I
just
respect
find-
them as human beings, but I don't mess with that.
Right,
You
right.
feel me? So my thing is right here. If for woman, if I was dating, if I'm out there dating, and she said, "Hey, I used to be with women," I'm cutting that thing off right then. Right then,
That's exactly
because
what it is.
certain thing, and she could do that to me if she find out something that she just
got a right to. You
Yeah,
have a
that
right
she
to,
really
yeah.
strongly feel about it. She got every right to cut me off. That she's because most of those women that like other women, they'll mess with a man that like other men too. So you have a cesspool that you getting into. Here you coming into a situation. She like boys and girls. He like boys and girls, and they all hook up together. And here you come as a heterosexual. You come into all that. Bam. You feel me?
You go out with the friends, it's different.
It's like a cesspool.
When you go out with the friends, it's different.
It's like a cesspool. That's what it is.
I wouldn't try to judge folks by their past. I mean, we all have a past, and I don't live in my past. Don't judge me by my past.
But
I
your
live-
past represent you as now. You just really can't shake your past.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Our
let's
past
say-
does not determine our future. Your past does not determine your future. Every
But,
day,
what
every
they say,
day
if
is
you
the first
do-
day of the rest of your life.
If you do what you've been doing, you're gonna continue doing what you're doing now.
Unless
your
you want
past,
something different.
Your past is a reflection on where you at to now today. Now, some things I can we have a past. You can make a mistake.
That's a true
You
statement.
know what I'm saying?
Where you are today is based upon your past, but where you're going to be tomorrow is based on today. So
Yes.
each day you get a different chance to make a new choice.
But then you still have to pay for your past. You do. We
It's
all
not, it's
do.
not a life sentence. No, I disagree. It's not a life sentence.
Wow.
A lot of people pay because they won't let it go. If you don't let go of your past, yeah, you pay the rest of your life. You have our yesterdays do not determine our tomorrows. They do not.
I
Each
will
day,
say this right here.
each day
to
is
me.
the first day of the rest of your life.
From
you
my
get a different chance
perspective
to make a
of
different
it,
choice.
is that there's certain things are just human error that make mistakes, human error. But when I choose to live a life or choose to do something as a lie, it has a different meaning, a different effect to it. Now, some people can tolerate anything, and that's them. There's certain things I will tolerate, and there's certain things I won't. Certain things you'll tolerate that I won't, and certain things that you will, I won't. You
Right,
feel me?
right.
Or vice versa.
Right.
So my thing is, you have to determine what would you tolerate and what you won't tolerate.
Right.
You feel me? And not saying nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just you as an individual, what you will tolerate from a person, past as the present. Now, let's go back to the dating thing. If she have adult children that are still at home, would you still date?
I would want to. I can't say right off the top. I would probably prefer the kids not to be home. Like if they're adults, like she
Yeah.
could be single on her own and not have like other responsibilities. That would be preferable. But if she had kids, I would have to kind of like see what that situation is like. Because I'm not trying to. Well, listen, one of the big things to me is like peace, keeping the peace in your life. And I don't want to jump into nothing that's going to disrupt the peace.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Oh, yeah, I'm with
And you could easily get jumped in, especially if you. This is crazy. If you're a stand-up dude, you get pulled in quicker.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because they like, ooh,
Because you care. Because you care.
he's gonna care. He's gonna listen. Next thing you know, you might be, willing to help out a little bit. But next thing you pulled into all these strings attached to you, pulled in all these situations that you're like, wait, hold, this is too. Like I ain't.
I'm not.
I didn't sign up for
I'm
all
not
this.
trying to be daddy. No.
Right. I just want to
Real.
date you, not your whole family, not your grandkids, not all these people. So I would have to gauge the situation. But I mean, I think a flag will go up. This a red flag will go up. Not that I would just totally be like, I can't mess with you like that. But just a flag will go up. Like, tell me more about this, because and there's some women. I've dated women with definitely with kids, and some women do not want you. They don't want to get you involved. You know what I mean? Because unless it gets like super serious, they kind of like, nah, this is I'm not letting you in my life and bring you in my kids' life unless it's like really serious thing.
And I can appreciate
respect
that.
that.
Yeah, you can appreciate that.
I respect that. Now I haven't had a woman. I just started dating. She telling me to pick up her kid from school, and I'm like, how I get into this? Then first of all, I'm like, you know me, but I could be a maniac.
Exactly.
And I'm picking up your daughter from school. Like, why would you do that?
We should be in a serious relationship. But if you involve me at that level, we should be serious.
Yeah.
Right. But it could get weird. So I would have to gauge that situation, but I can't say I would definitely not. I want to see what it is, but it would be a red flag for me for sure.
Now, Sean, we're gonna bring in your juice business. You know,
Right.
Small
To
business.
Cybertonics, yeah.
You know, so tell us a little bit about your business too.
Okay, to Cybertonics, it's a line of iced teas and healthful tonics. So I use a lot of ingredients, really natural, organic ingredients, source them from all around the world, because I believe, what we put in our bodies, it affects our health, our mind, and our body. So if you could put something healthy, if you could get addicted to a healthy drink, so to speak, instead of a drink that has a lot of preservatives, a lot of bad stuff in it for you, then that's a good habit to have. So just try to promote a healthy lifestyle. I've been doing this for years. I decided, let me put my mixtures that I put together in blends. Let me expand that.
So a woman that you're a date, seriously, she also has to be health conscious too.
Yes, for sure.
Working out, she had to
working out. Watch what she eat. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be like a vegan and all this stuff, but just be mindful of what you eat. Just know that it's important to what you eat.
It's the saying that you can think off of any type of food, but you can critical think off of good food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you critical thinking, it has you you're thinking on a whole different type of level. You know what I mean? You can split decision. Make a decision split second and be effective and be on point. Eating Jack in the Box and Arby's.
Arby's.
You know what I'm saying? You might respond a little too slow. You know what I'm saying? Or not respond at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Plus, then think about it after a certain age. Like, you got health issues.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Do you want to get with somebody that's like off the top, they got bad health issues?
Yeah.
It's a matter of time before something,
something major happens. Let me ask you, so if you meet a woman and she said, look, I got this and that, you just meet her, you cut it loose right then?
I mean, I would have to. No, I wouldn't cut it loose right then. I would have to think about.
You fresh into it. You like less than a month. You just met her. Y'all may went out maybe 2-3 dates at the most, and she tell you, look, I got this and this and that. Would you still stick around? Or you be like,
she start pulling out
look, this too much for me.
The health benefits itemized, like, so I got this one. I got this procedure next week.
Can you take me to the doctor? I need somebody to pick me up.
Well, in your line of work, he might be able to help that woman.
I'm not going to go to work.
It's called
I'm talking about just, hey, instead of drinking you might drink this line of juice here. Instead of drinking soda, just make slight changes. You're not here to play Captain Save-A-Ho, not like that, but you're trying to save somebody's life. But just to offer something to help them. People come into our lives
if you meet a woman, and then y'all just fresh into the relationship, and she had announced that she have an illness, a life-threatening illness, I would fall back on dating. I would still be there to support her, but I wouldn't want to be in that situation. Not that early. Maybe I said maybe 2-3 years into a relationship and they get sick or something. Yeah, I'm 100% in there. But just a month, we just met, maybe 2 dates.
Yeah, it's
I'll be like this right here. Hey, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna support you through this, like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to tie myself into a situation.
You put them in friend zone.
Yeah.
We're gonna be friends.
That's a lot to ask.
We'll be friends forever.
Person.
We'll be friends forever.
Yeah.
we'll be friends forever.
That's a lot to ask, Joy.
We'll be friends forever.
Call me when you need some support. Well, other than that,
I gotta keep it moving, baby.
No, I gotta be honest with myself. I probably would do the same thing.
You'd be mad
because. Especially if they lay it on you like because some women can do that.
Yeah.
Where they play a role up to a certain point. They say, I got to tell you something. Let me talk to you. And then, you find out they got all this stuff going on and you like, you don't want to feel like you superficial.
Yeah.
And you like, man, this is too much. But you got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Is that something that you can even handle?
Yeah, be honest with yourself.
You might not be able to handle that yourself.
I don't want to tackle that right now.
Yeah.
I just met you.
You have to affect your own mental health, man.
Yeah.
You're dealing with some stuff,
I got my own issues.
Yeah, that might be too much. That might be a job for somebody else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get out your way, let you find somebody.
Like, if you need a ride to the doctors, hit me up. Put it over in there.
Wait, no,
I ain't doing nothing. This game ain't on.
Now, in my own personal life, I didn't find out about issues till later. I mean, I didn't see them. I got married. Then I found out, you're bipolar. You're schizophrenic.
Okay.
You're agoraphobic. You're homicidal. You're suicidal. Clinically diagnosed. I'm like, That would be nice to know back
Hey,
Nobody
if you,
told
look, Troy, if you would have knew that in the beginning, you probably would have treaded real light.
Oh yeah, we gonna be friends forever. I'll be
Yeah.
friends forever. But because what happened, my situation, not to go off court, we got married. She had an episode. I didn't know what was going on. And come to find out, she had been this way her whole life, but she was able to control it and hide it, and the family hid it. She had an episode. Took her back home to the family. I was in public enemy number one.
Troy,
I
let me
exposed the
ask you a
family
question.
secret.
Though. Why? The family knew and didn't say nothing to
Said
you.
nothing.
They set you up too.
She had an episode. We're alone, and
not
she
fair.
started like, "Troy, get them off me." We're by herself. I thought she'd BSing. Then she started swinging at things in the air, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's going on here?" And I realized it was a problem when she started banging her head against the wall and tried to jump out the window. I had to actually tackle her.
Damn.
I took her home to her mother, and I was public enemy number one then.
They were like, "You take this back. you pop this limit."
They put me out. I had to go. They put me out.
They got mad at you because you wouldn't tolerate that.
Because I'm like, hey, your daughter, my wife needs help. What's going on
I'm
here?
gonna tell you something, man. When you have a person that's
Yeah.
sick, it takes a lot out of you
It
to
drain-
deal with
it
that,
drains
man.
you.
I'm talking about
It
it drains
drains
you, bro.
you. It drains
I'm
you.
telling you, it drains you.
It
That's
drains
why
you.
me personally, if I became single, I want to run a woman's health records. I want to run her credit score. All that stuff count to me. She can run mine. I'm open up for that. Look, I'm serious, man. I want to run I want to know exactly what I'm getting into, what I'm hooking my wagon to at this point in life. Now, when you're young, you don't know this.
Yeah.
But when you get this age, you know. You want to know what health issues do you have? What finances do you have? You feel me? How do you see life? You know, all these things count now. They didn't count when you was 20.
Right.
At this age, they count dramatically. These are deal breakers because that stress could kill you at this point.
Could kill you, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stress is real.
Yeah.
Man, stress is real.
You-
That shit is real.
You have to be honest about that stuff and discuss that stuff. But you're right. That could jumping in a situation you're not ready for.
Yes.
Could affect your health. Next thing you know, you be sick and
Stress will make you
all kinds
sick.
of bills
Stress will make you sick.
So check this out, right? So I'm dating this chick, right? So we're gonna take the relationship to the next level, right? So I said, okay, look, before I take this protection on, let's go to the doctor and get checked out. Make sure we both straight.
Right.
She went off, got pissed off at me. Oh, you think I'm nasty or something?
Oh, yeah.
I said, no. I said, you should be happy a brother trying to tell you this. You feel me? I said, shit. I'm trying to be responsible here.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? And we're going to take this thing to the next level. Let's make sure we both are clean.
Yeah.
I might have something you don't know. You might have something you don't know. You feel me?
That's being responsible. That's
Yeah.
being responsible.
Yeah.
Man, we broke up after that.
I had a similar.
Wow.
I had a similar
I thought women
situation.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
My situation was a little different. She wanted more time. She wanted to go to the next level. I said, okay, well, let's play hopscotch. You want to get more serious, more intimate. I'm looking down the line. What does cohabitation look like? What's it look like us living together? I said, hypothetically speaking, what's our economy gonna look like? I'll match whatever you can match monthly. I'll match it. What's our monthly budget? Man, she got mad at me. Why does the money have to come in this? Hey, man, you said you want to go to the next level. So if we're dating, you talk about growing old together. We're gonna grow old together. How are we gonna do this? I'm just trying. What's it look like? I asked her. I said, whatever number you can produce, I'll match it. What's our budget? She stopped talking to me. She dropped me like a bad habit.
I pissed off.
I sent me a little nasty note. Why do you have to bring money into this? Well, you said you wanted to go to the next level, and you talking about growing old together. Well, how's that going to happen?
Yeah. That's
We
what
can't live on love alone.
That's why we go back to that money thing again. That money thing count.
That Arby's thing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that income is.
I see what you mean now.
Money is not everything. Money is just a quality of life.
Like
It's
I
the
heard
quality.
Johnny Taylor said it like this: money doesn't make the world go round, but it sure greases the wheels. It goes around a lot smoother, a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
So, and that's important.
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. It's important that you have to bring those type of conversations up in the beginning, so there'll be no expectation out of you. I don't want you to think that you're gonna hook up with me and now I'm toting the wagon. You gotta be crazy,
Right.
At this point in life, you feel me, Troy?
Oh, yeah.
You gotta be crazy.
Be able to hold your, support yourself. You can support
Yes.
yourself. I can support myself.
Yes.
We can go forward. 'Cause, I mean, I can carry myself. You carry yourself. We can, I mean, we're working. We're evenly yoked.
Right.
Yeah.
And you bring up a good point because women I think after a certain age, especially if they're single, they still need stuff done, right? They ain't got the husband. They might be single. They ain't got no brothers and cousins and all that. So I think some women are looking for men to fill this void, whether you date them or not, whether you're a friend or not. So I've run into women where it's like I feel like they want a butler instead of a boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like you call up, they got a task. For you.
Yeah.
They feel like I work for
Can
Task
you,
Rabbit.
can you
Uber or
fix, can you fix my screen door?
Right, it's
A
like,
honey-do
hey,
list.
hey, how you doing? What you doing? Yeah, I'm doing good. What you doing? Oh, I'm just chilling. Hey, I need help. I just bought this IKEA furniture. Do you think you can come over
And put it together for me?
and some women got that gift of that game where they they make you think like, ooh,
Oh,
I get
yeah,
to
yeah.
spend some time with you. I get to spend some time while I put the furniture together. After the furniture done, she's like,
It's time to go.
okay, well,
Thank you so
I gotta go to
much.
sleep. I'm gotta get up early tomorrow. Bye. You know what I mean? Like, what? And so I feel like a lot of women, they just want a butler. They want somebody to complete the task. And you got to look at that when you're dating because you'll end up that dude if you're not careful. I'm telling you.
Well, see what it is. When you have some successful women, they can fall in love with their success to the point where they feel like they don't need a man, but you still need a man. The most wealthiest woman, you can't snuggle up with your money. You can't snuggle up in a big old house by yourself. It ain't the same.
A lot of them do.
I had a
A
friend.
lot of them do.
She was telling me, she said, well, I was talking, I said, man, her name was Phyllis. I said, Phyllis, man, this is a nice house. It's a big old nice house. And she said, yeah, she had to get a divorce and all that stuff, right? And I said, wow. And then, she's talking. I said, so what happened? She said, well, well, I let a man be the man. I said, first of all, Phyllis, you can't let a man be a man. I said, that's just like me telling you I'm going to let you be the woman in a relationship.
Yeah.
If you have a man that you don't respect, you shouldn't be there with him.
Exactly.
And vice versa.
Starting there.
But she had all that stuff, but she was very unhappy.
Yeah.
I said, but, a house is nothing if you don't have people in it that to enjoy it with
A house
you.
is not a home. Like
You
Luther-
feel me?
Luther-
And vice
like us
versa.
all. A house is not a home.
You have a whole bunch of rich people that are miserable.
Lonely.
Because they hold their money so tight and think everybody want their stuff from them. Ain't nobody want your money. That's why you get you a man that got his own. I like you for you. If hypothetically, if I got with a celebrity, right? I ain't gonna quit cutting hair. That's your money. Because when you let a woman take care of you, it's a lot come along with that too.
You can expect
She
certain
she
things.
talks to you differently.
Whether-
She'll have more bass in her voice.
Whether
when
it
she
starts
talks to you.
right away or later on, it's going.
Yeah.
You're going to
Yeah.
It's going to be some talk after that. She going to be like, lower your voice, take that bass out your voice. Now. Slow down.
Lower those
little
decibels.
man.
Don't you talking?
I'm
You're talking
like
too
this
loud.
right here, Troy. I'd rather be in a shack and be respected as a man than be in a mansion and you be treated like a little boy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Well, look, Sean, we're gonna wrap it up, man, and it was a good interview.
Yeah, it was a nice conversation.
And
I
Sean,
hope.
we're gonna put your website to your drinks and stuff.
Yeah, it's www.tasavotonics.com. So
Yeah, we'll put it on the
Yeah.
bottom. There's a little link you can click to it.
okay, I appreciate it. I appreciate the talk. This is
And the drinks are good.
Hey, I want to see about. I
Drinks
didn't know
are
about
good.
it.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
go on
bring
something I
some
never
more.
knew. I never knew you had drinks, man.
I'll bring some.
Now,
I've
you
never
started,
seen
you
one.
started back up, Shane? You back up and running again?
Took a little time from COVID, man.
Yeah,
COVID
yeah,
messed
all
a lot
the-
of things up, but we back on the block now.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
yeah, you
some
gotta
stuff
come
coming
through,
up.
man. Bring some
Yeah,
through.
next time you can bring some. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this is OG Ron the Barber. That's OG Troy.
Hey,
The Barber.
it's been a good
That's our
conversation.
guest.
It's a good
Our great
conversation.
guest is Sean, Philly Sean, Jersey Sean,
Peace to the people
East
out
Coast.
East Coast
East Coast.
in the house.
Peace, we out.
Peace.